Okay, and we're live. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to BWTM Sports. First time historically, we have some basketball in the house, all the way from the USA, now playing in Worthing Thunder, which is just around the corner for me here in the lovely sunny Worthing, about 30 minutes away from Brighton, along the seafront. Now, I have a very special guest, all the way from the USA, now, as I said, playing at Worthing Thunder, Zaire Taylor. Zaire, how are we doing, brother?
Doing all right. Doing all right.
Thank you for coming to BWTM headquarters to talk basketball, all things basketball. As a lot of people will understand, basketball is something very new for us on the channel, but certainly we have an expert here in Zaire who's going to take us through the world of basketball and bring us some goodies in the future. So, okay, let's get into things. Obviously, we know your name is Zaire. So, Zaire, tell us a little bit more about you. Tell us,
Um, been playing basketball my whole life, almost 30 years now. I've been playing since I was 3. Um, grew up in New York City.
New York, okay.
Ended up going to University of Delaware. I went to North Carolina first destination.
Okay.
Where I finished up my high school, got ranked one of the top 50 players in the country in my class. Then I ended up going to University of Delaware. And it was a commitment I made out of loyalty because they were the ones that kind of directed me in that situation in North Carolina. So I felt like I owed them. And once I started to buzz, I was like, no, I want to go to the people that were there from the beginning. And the coach that brought me on board was fired. I ended up playing at University of Missouri, which is probably one of the big move in my career.
Right.
Nationally televised games twice a week. And it's a great lifestyle, man. It was fun. But yeah, then eventually started my pro career. I played in Holland, France, and mainly most of my years I played in England.
Let's take it back a bit. So you are this young man from New York who wants to start playing basketball. What was the driving force? What was the thing that made you want to go to basketball? Some of the other sports you could have boxed, you probably could have played, been a runner, you could have done baseball, you could have done American football. Why basketball?
I could have done a lot of sports. Baseball, running probably wouldn't have been one of them. Never been like the fastest guy on the team.
Okay.
Never. Actually, I was pretty good at athletics, track and field.
Okay.
Not necessarily sprints. I
Right.
was good at, and I would do it just to prepare for basketball. But it was just I come from a family of basketball players and basketball minds, and like from I don't know if it was a decision.
Yeah.
Like my eldest daughter, like when she was born, first day she was born, she could hardly have her eyes open. We're watching the game. My old team,
Yeah.
And I feel like it's just that. Like my family watches it.
It's just a natural thing.
It was just, and it wasn't like it's not forced upon you, but it's what's going on in front of me. It's just what we know. It's your older cousins that you look up to.
Yeah.
And your older brothers, they all love basketball, so it's just natural.
So growing up, who were the influences in basketball for you? I know you talk about your family, but what was Michael Jordan doing at that time? Larry Bird, what were those guys doing at the time when you were coming up?
Like, I view myself like a basketball historian. I know a lot of like the things before my time. Like my uncles were always telling me YouTube videos, everything like that. But Jordan, when I was coming up, Jordan, I think it was like a good 3 years straight where I used to watch this Michael Jordan documentary called Michael Jordan Can Fly Me before I would go play any game.
Right.
And like I'm doing like 5, 6, 7.
Yeah.
And but I'm being from New York at the time, like the Knicks were very good and they were rivals. So it was like I love Jordan, but I love the Knicks, and obviously your family is a Knicks fan, so I rolled with the Knicks and John Starks and Patrick Ewing.
Oh yeah.
But I also had local people that would inspire me. It sounds funny because he's my friend.
Yes.
But there was like being a younger guy in school. There was a guy, Mike Newcomb, that I liked the way he played, so I would like kind of
follow that.
Like I would look at things about his game. There was a guy, Sandy Brock, who had passed away at like a very young age, like 19 years old. He was was killed, and he. A lot of people have the opinion that he was the best of his time, which is like maybe has been about like 7 years, 8 years.
Yeah.
So, and then people would say that he was the best ever on Staten Island. So, like with him passing away, like growing up, and he was from like he was from the neighborhood I'm from.
Yeah.
So that people know me to be from, and I was like my goal wasn't really to go to the NBA. It was like I want to be the best with Staten Island. I want to be better than Sandy Brock. I want people to talk about me.
Yeah.
The way they talk about him, because that's the world I knew.
Okay.
And I didn't see people go to the NBA. So but as it became more and more real, and I exceeded even my own expectations, then.
Okay, so you talked about some of the influences in your life. The fact that you talk to me about this thing about the NBA. Is it every young person's dream that plays basketball wants to be part of the NBA? Is that would I be wrong in that, or is that just like for England they be playing soccer, wants to play the Premiership football? Yeah. So is it like the same thing in terms of basketball?
Definitely, it might even be. I will say definitely, but it could be even more so.
Really,
that's the goal. Like everybody wants to go to the NBA, and the reality is there's 450 roster slots available. It's 30 teams, 15 players per team. So there's 450 slots. And when you think about how many players are playing, there are about 5,000 Division I basketball players. Then there's Division II, whose numbers I would assume are similar. And then you got to realize this: it's not like there's a new 450 coming in every year. The draft is only 60 people. So there's 60 slots coming in a year, and only 30 of them are guaranteed. And the other 30 are
standbys.
You got to play your way in. Like pretty much it's a tryout.
Right.
It's like we're saying, like they pretty much sign the rights to you, saying that you have to play for them. You can't play anywhere else if they want you, but they're not promising you that they want you.
So how do you? so what happens if they hold you in a contract but don't want you to play, or don't have time to, or they don't, they've got their star players and they don't want you to play, or they're trying to hold on to you?
Yeah, no, they can't hold on. Like I mean, that's just as far as the NBA goes.
Right. Okay.
So as far as the NBA, they would have the rights to you.
Right.
So they drafted you, meaning okay, we get to have them. So nobody else can have them. But then, well, not nobody else can have them. Essentially, when they draft you, you're with that team.
Right.
Then you'll go through their preseason, their summer league, which is like where the new guys and a few of the second and third year guys play. And if it works out for you, get a contract, maybe a 2-year with a 1-and-1, which is 1 year, and then an option where you're in the same boat again, or a 2-year, things like that, and then it moves forward.
Okay.
But if they don't pick you up, which I had a friend that got drafted, he was I think he was the last or second to last pick in the draft. He got drafted by a really good team. I think fit his style very well, but then they didn't take him.
Okay.
And he ended up going overseas and making some wonderful money.
Transition between an amateur player and a pro player. I take it it's a contract that defines the amateur to the pro player, right?
Facts. That's
effectively.
That's you ever say so? Like, for example, when I was in college, college is amateur players,
right?
But if I could lose my amateur status if I charge someone £100 for a pitcher or $100 for a pitcher, I have to right then, like my amateur status is gone. I'm now a pro in the eyes of the regulations. But as far as actually being like a real pro, getting paid to play and having a contract, that's what really defines.
So when did you personally make the decision to say, look, you know what, now's the time for me to turn pro? Was it, what was it that made you think, it's time to be a pro?
To be honest, I did in America, you have 4 years to play. You can play basketball 4 years in college. That's all you have.
Right.
4 years. Once that time is up, it's like you don't got to go home, but you got to get the hell out of here. Like you can't play for the team no more. So
right. Gotcha.
It's more like that's just this. Now, if you can choose to leave in year 3, year 2, year 1, if you so choose.
Right.
But obviously, I didn't make the NBA. So being that I didn't make the NBA,
so let's talk about that.
I knew that, so I had to go.
So the whole NBA thing, So you went and tried for the NBA, was it?
Yeah, but I mean, well, there's levels. You know, you can go to work out for a team, or you have these combines where they say the best of the best, or the people that are really on the board. And I thought I was in that category.
Yeah.
You know, because there was some draft boards that had me. Essentially, they pretty much list all 60 players.
Yes.
And say, this is where we see the draft going, and there's obviously conflicting lists. Like,
yeah.
You know, so look, there'll be about 75. There'll be about 75 people, let's say.
Right.
That'll be on that board because most of them will be the same, and the orders will be mixed.
Yeah.
And one of the boards had the 60.
Yeah.
And after the 60, they had about 5 or 6 people. Like, I don't think I would get the sleeper pick, or like it was kind of like I don't think he's gonna get picked, but don't be surprised if he does.
Yeah.
And I feel like for me to be in that category,
yeah,
I would have been in the workouts. Like there's levels to the workouts, you know what I mean? They have So I didn't get I didn't get one of the best shots. And then I had an agent, and my agent suggested that since I'm not getting those shots, let's focus on the overseas market right now. So pretty much with the theory of if I focus on the overseas market right now, I'll be able to capitalize better than the guys that are kind of on the even playing field as me, who are going to be focusing on the NBA first heavily, and then.
So you would have had a bit more versatile, a bit more marketable. The fact that you've been overseas and have a resume that's been overseas.
But not even that, just like there's so many guys. Right. There's not enough jobs because, like in England, you only can have, in the league we're in right now, you only can have 2 Americans.
Right.
Like, so in the league that, in the BWTM, you only can have 3 Americans. Most of these countries have those rules. Pretty much all these countries have those rules, but the number different. So, like, there's not enough slots. I told you it's like 5,000 Division I players. That doesn't count the Division IIs as well. Right. So, there's not enough room. So, like, my thing was, let's beat them to the punch and try to go get that deal before they go get that deal. Like, so if they go explore that NBA and they, like, really push the envelope when it's not looking good for you, and you just want, like, a puncher's chance. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like, why not try to see if I could lock in this paper over here? And,
see, your agent was kind of smart and saw ahead.
Yeah.
But hold on.
I'm not like, listen, I like the logic makes sense.
Yes.
His execution, I don't think was the best.
We can go into that. We'll go into that. So the disappointment of not getting into the NBA, was that a real knockback for your ego? Was it a knockback for you as a person, or was it like, let's say every knockback, every disappointment is a great opportunity for a great comeback? So was that the situation for you? Did you lose heart? Did you question whether you still want to be playing basketball after not getting to the NBA?
No, because I think initially, right after, I thought that I would still get in, and then it was I don't feel like I didn't. It's just a tough call, and then it's just it's tough. It's just like I thought I could get in, so I'm like, okay, and my agent at the time, I say, okay, like I got you in this country, you go do your job there and showcase, and pretty much the irony is throughout my whole career, relax, this is so funny. I'm in college, I only averaged about 8-9 points.
Yeah.
So then the knock was that I couldn't score.
Yeah.
My whole career, people as a pro is like, my whole career, people labeled me the scorer or the guy that won. Yeah. Like I've been known and signed to score the ball. I go play I play in the Netherlands, and while I'm there, I played really well. I was a top 10 player, first team all defense, led the league in steals. I think got a nice amount of accolades as just a rookie.
Yeah.
And things were looking good. And pretty much, after I took a year off because I ended up having my daughter, and then I was about to retire. It was also changed the trajectory of me playing. But the thing was, when I went to go play again, I contacted some teams in that country, and one of the teams didn't want to sign me because they didn't want a scoring point guard.
Let's go back. Hold on, like you retirement and daughter and So you turn pro. Let's get this back. You turn pro,
Yeah.
and then your agent says, "Hey, I think we should explore Europe." NBA is like, "Well, it's not going to happen for now. Let's go to Europe. Let's try and market ourselves in Europe, and then maybe have a shot of it later on."
Yeah, and he says, "Do your job there, and then we could go to that route even more. Like pretty much show them
what they're missing,
what they don't think you could do.
Yeah,
they like, oh, I can't score, so I'll go out there and score that.
So,
do what you pay me
but you
do.
mentioned something about your agent not executing. You like the idea, but his execution was a bit questionable.
I don't know. Like for the later stages of my career, I've been my own agent, and I've worked better for myself than anybody else has ever worked for me. I feel like when it comes to selling me, I've sold myself better than they have. I feel like I've executed better contracts in worse markets. So when it comes to that, I just feel like, like I don't.
But nobody knows you better than you know you.
But at the same time, I'm not an agent. Like this isn't my job. This is my profession.
Because
if you say this is what you do, is that's supposed to be what you do?
But hold on, there are people in this world that say that they repair cars or they do this and that. It doesn't mean they're good at it. Because they say what they say, but it doesn't mean they're good.
You know what? But you know what I feel like, and like I want to use this as an educational moment, especially for young guys coming out of college. It's like as a sports person in America, a basketball player, I'm sure here as a footballer, you could get a lot of attention, right? Okay. Like in all different kind of ways, right? Obviously, different people attract different things. Okay, but I don't think too many men ever really get to feel what it's like to be an attractive woman or just a woman, period. Yeah. And when I'm coming out of school and it's like I got 100 agencies in my Facebook messages. It's like imagine if I was like, you're so beautiful, I'd love to get to know you. It's like pretty much it's almost like that. It's like, hey, I really like you. The game is so amazing. I can sound me. I can definitely get you 100,000 contract in this country. And you got the other guy that's more like, listen, I don't want to lie to you. And he plays that angle, but you're really good. But sign with me, I can guarantee that I get you 50 minimum. And then to some people, that sounds attractive because it's like, if everybody else is saying this and then you're saying that, and then it's like, it makes you sound like, gives you that vibe of being more believable. Yeah. So then you got guys that are saying, look, then you got the guys who, like I remember at the time when there was Jamal Crawford's agent or different NBA players' agents would like to represent me. So now it's like they already have guys in the NBA. Right. So and I'm a realist. I knew where I was at and on the big picture and the realm of things. So I'm like, all right, if you got him who's making $10 million a year, I'm like, at best, the best contract I could have got, things all worked out, would be $500,000. You're seeing 3 to 4% of that to 10 million. Like I'm not a priority, so I'm looking at that aspect of it when I'm signing an agent. So that was always a turnoff to me, Which then I've now grown up realized maybe that could be a good thing because then they can maybe, like if this guy's a free agent, they can leverage me into the deal. Like if you pick up my guy in the late second round, then he might sign with your team. Now, granted, this guy's gonna have to want to go to that team anyway, right? But they'll throw that in there, right? Say, but like he's really trying to decide between New York and LA and Atlanta. So, but I'm telling you, like I think I could sway him this way if he already wants to go to Atlanta the whole time. Yeah, like I can sway him this way. In the second round, you pick up. Now, obviously, I can't just be a bum. Like a bad player. Yeah. So I can't just be a terrible player. So it's like. Okay. It's something there must be a reason why they're looking at you. Yeah, so now and then they'll pick me up. Something like that. So they can leverage something like that. Okay, so you play depending on how elite the player is. You're playing in Holland, you're playing in the Netherlands, and then you say your daughter comes along and you decide to retire? Came home for the summer, my girlfriend at the time. I guess say she got pregnant. She was just pregnant.
Obviously, something happened.
Yeah, we know how that works. But so we're about to have a baby. I had some offers coming in from Germany. It was a lot. And I mean, this is my first and only child. She was scared. In my head, I wanted to play. I felt like I gotta have a baby, I need to get as much money as I can. You know, everything with me is always finances. I think first. But you know, I think being a woman and got to be a mother and those things. It was more of about the she cared more about the emotional support and just supporting her in other ways and being there. And it was a rough year, man. Like I graduated college, I got a degree. But,
congratulations! What did you get a degree in?
I got a degree in sociology, women's studies, and black studies. So it's so yeah. And the thing was, and that hurt me, I think, when I went to the job market because I always thought I was going to be making $1,000,000 playing basketball.
Mm-hmm.
And I went to college to learn, not to like prepare for a job.
Right.
So when I went to college, it was really to educate myself because I'm like, okay, I like basketball, like that's my job. That's going to be what I do. So I wanted to know more about the world and to like, because coming from like where I come from, I felt like I want to enlighten myself a bit more and really have a more introspective thoughts on how I could use my influence and power and money that I've planned on making to help the world and help my community and help these issues that I feel are relevant and like prevalent in society right now. So I felt like, I want to learn about these things because that's like, think about it right now. Like when you deal with like police brutality, right?
Yeah.
And so, and all kind of social issues. Trump in office.
Yeah.
There's so when it comes to politics, social issues, things like that. I'm like my thing was I wanted to learn because the funny thing is when all these things happen, why do we want to? My thing is why do we care when LeBron? Not to say LeBron James, but why do people say like, oh, this player should speak up, this entertainer should speak up, like. Not to say that they should or shouldn't. I feel like people would like LeBron James. He should because he has a passion. He has an understanding.
Do you think it's because they are seen as public figures and they're seen as having a lot of money? Right. They can make change.
But listen, just because I have a lot of money doesn't mean that I have a lot of sense. You get what I'm saying? Or doesn't mean that I have a. Do you get what I'm saying? Like so no, I don't want to I don't want you to speak up because a lot of people are pressuring you to speak up. Like it has to mean something to you. And if it does mean something to you, I'd hope you be like semi woke. So you get what I'm saying? So I feel like so I was kind of like preparing myself for like that. Like I want to be that guy that can make difference and help. So, but in order to do that, I have to educate. I have to educate myself.
Yeah, of course.
So that's what I went to school for education. Not really. Well, I went to school for basketball, and I was like, I might as well get an education in things that I feel like where I can help my neighborhood.
So, do you think that? I mean, obviously, you're the mother of your child. When that happened, do you think was that out of an educational standpoint or lack of educational standpoint? Did that happen, or did that happen naturally? In the sense that did it come too soon for you?
I mean, I was 25 years old.
Were you prepared for that in the sense that
I wasn't prepared. I would say we weren't trying.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't change it. And
no, I don't mean in that sense. I mean, no. What I'm trying to say is that one of the things that obviously basketballers, a lot of men will think, oh yeah, because I'll be a great basketballer. But a lot of men do things because of women or because of the, to be able to attract the women, get the fast cars, they dress sharp and stuff. So when the women do come your direction, are you educated enough to deal, not you personally, but basketballers and guys that come straight out of college and get a professional contract, are they ready to deal with the feminine intervention and interaction?
I feel like the thing is, I mean, the beauty of this, like, Okay. What I'll say is this. The beauty of the situation and circumstances that I got to experience in college as a 21, 22, 23-year-old. No, like 19 to 23.
Yeah.
I was always, like, aside from being like, when I was at University of Delaware, it wasn't like we weren't nationally televised. But at the same time, I was the basketball player. I was from New York. You know, like, which tends to, you know, like, that's like being from London. You always tend to get a little bit more props from being from there.
Yeah.
I was like doing the open mics. I used to get more attention from my open mics, my poetry and my raps than I did
actually
playing basketball when I was there.
Damn.
And I had dropped a mixtape that did well within that community. Like, and you know, like,
yeah.
So I was on the radio. So it was like I was known for those. I was known for more like the hip hop side of things.
Right.
Plus, I'm the basketball player. Plus, New York.
So you Delaware. So you were a chick magnet, right?
So what I'm saying is I didn't do bad for myself. So I had a lot of situations. But
keeping it real.
But and then when I go to Missouri, right? Like I think I got like two or three maxed out Facebooks to this day. Like I didn't. A lot of people don't know Facebook can max out. Like I don't know if it's still like that.
5,000.
5,000 is the max number. Yeah. Like when you're not when you're just a person page, just a person. So, and I like that can happen in like a crazy like March Madness to do that.
Yeah.
So like I'm on TV to millions. You know, like people see you. It's like I'm on a campus, like to the whole state of Missouri.
What is that? Talk to me about that whole televised thing, being on TV.
It's just like Premier football. I'm telling you, it's $1 billion industry. College basketball. The only problem is that none of the players make any money.
Okay, we'll talk about that as well. So you're on television. Stop and say, shit, I'm on TV. Does that ever go through your mind? Like the first time you played, did you ever stop and look at the camera and go, hey, I'm on TV? Did you ever stop and did while you were playing basketball or knocking the ball up and down and you were looking across, was there ever a moment where you kind of came out of body experience and went, shit, I'm on TV?
I think back more about it. Like, no, there were moments. Like I would say, like it wasn't during the actual games because you're playing a game, you don't got time to think about this guy that's trying to take the ball out your hand.
Yeah.
all that. And but I had made I think Sports Center top 10 plays.
Yeah.
And I made the number 1 play like 3 times. I made number 1 twice and number 3 like once.
Okay.
And like I hit some game winning shots in like some really big moments on games that were like high rated games.
Yeah.
Like the television numbers on those games would have been great. To the point where Little Wayne was commenting on my game in the shot the next day on one of the ESPN shows. He came on as a guest and they're talking about it. And that was like it wasn't a big deal in the moment. And then in a second I just thought like, Little Wayne is talking about the shot.
Serious question, yeah. Serious question. Did you understand what he was saying when
No. Yeah, I definitely understood him.
Did you understand? Did he say it was a good shot? Did you hear him say that's a good shot or that was some good play?
I don't remember what it was said about it, but I think it was more about like because like we beat the team, and then I rushed the floor.
Okay.
No, and the crowd just rushes the floor and was our rival, and then so it was like, and then that makes you think like, hold on, like, and he's a big sports fan, so it's like, now I'm watching him. But he watching me,
right.
and like, so when I thought about like, when you take the time to think about things like that, like about, and I'm like, that's pretty dope.
You watch him do his art or express his art, and he's watching you express your art.
So exactly.
Appreciation one another.
And that's what I like. So that was like a kind of a, and not just because it was Lil Wayne, but it wouldn't have mattered. Like I'm saying, like an entertainer of his magnitude, because I'm not like a Lil Wayne fan.
No.
It's just like just an idea of an artist of his magnitude.
Yeah.
And then Obama was talking about our game, and I ain't gonna lie, I got kind of like he picked us to lose, and that kind of bothered me. I don't. So I'm like, and it really did bother me. I was young. It really was like, so he really lose, and I'm like, who is he to be talking about basketball anyway? Like, I got mad at him. Like, now I'm hating on Obama because he thinks we're gonna lose a game that most of the world thought we was gonna lose, but we won.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
What did Obama say about that?
I should have tweeted at him or something, but but nah, I thought like so. It was just something that. But when you think about that, the president of the United States is talking about your game, and he's talking about it well enough that he might not. I don't know if he know my name. He didn't say my name when he was speaking on it, but it was just.
He was aware of it. It was clued up.
He was clued up enough to give good dialogue into why he thought that team was going to be our team, where he knew both the teams, and I was a big part of that team.
Have you seen the ex-president play?
Yeah.
It's all right, isn't it?
Yeah, I actually played against his Secretary of Education. Mm-hmm. Like we played in the basketball team. He's like, yeah, he's an older guy, but he still got it. He could play, and we played in some tournament for like a whole lot of money.
Yeah,
and he had like Secret Service there and all that.
Damn.
I think twice I played Puerto Rico and Chicago.
Okay. So from the Netherlands or from Holland, what next after that? So you say you're gonna retire. What makes you come back?
Broke.
You needed that money, right?
No, I was broke, man. I was really
broke. Broke financially or emotionally?
Financially, all the above.
Why?
Like,
what happened? Was he just?
I'm broke emotion. I'm broke spiritually because I'm broke financially, and as a man, having a daughter, and my situation with my daughter's mother at the time was kind of rocky, but that still was my partner.
Yeah,
and to not be able to carry the load that I felt I would like, because I feel like this. Like now, I'm not going to speak for all men, all women.
Yeah,
I'm going to speak for
you,
me,
and your situation,
and a situation that any situation that I'm in.
Yeah,
I feel like a woman with me probably should like something that would attract me is them being a nurturer, and obviously that's something that women tend to be known for. And then I feel like my main job is to be to be a provider.
Yeah.
As a man, right? Like I don't know, kind of the old school style.
Yeah, and when you feel that you couldn't,
and when you can't do that, it doesn't really matter what extra credit you're doing. Like I was stay at home dad, so now I'm trying to do extra. I'm like doing the laundry. I'm trying, like I'm doing everything. I'm cooking. I'm with my daughter 23 hours of the day.
Your manhood and your ego.
No, but I love that. I'm like I broke down a few times when I came back to play basketball because just being away from my daughter, like when I was with her every 23 hours a day. I mean that literally I'm just having full on conversations with her. She don't understand the word, and it just it really just changed. And it was hard. It got really, really, really bad. Like it even got to the. I'm just debating if I I'm catching what I'm about to say before I say it.
Yeah, listen, we've been there. We've been there. Oh, bro, we've been there.
No, but the thing was,
real that recognizes real. Listen, and when you want to provide and you can't provide because of circumstances, it eats away inside of you.
The one so I'm like, and my thing is, so this is what I was thinking at the time. Like when things got kind of bad, I contemplated the idea of selling drugs.
Mm-hmm.
My daughter's mother made me promise, and she instilled how important it would be for me not to. And the logic that I would just was kind of leaving my head in those moments of desperation.
Yeah.
And I didn't. But then and then I started collecting cans. I don't know how that works in England, but you get 5 cents a can. Every bottle a can, when you drink something, that's worth 5 cents. Okay. So a lot of people that sometimes homeless people do it, whatever. Right? So then I'm collecting cans, and I got a little bit proud. I live as just a pro. Everybody know who I am. Where I live. I could walk into the corner store and just grab something and leave. Just show them. I don't steal it. I show them. later on, like whenever.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
like I got like people know me where I live. So I don't want to be the guy now collecting cans. You know, like that's a big blow in your pride.
Yeah,
Like
of course it is. Your whole
so,
street pride, your rep, everything.
but at the end of the day, I rather my phrase is always I rather like some people rather live in crap
Yeah.
than be seen holding a broom. So my thing is at the end of that, like, what? So do you want to stay broke or do you want to go collect some cans and at least have $40 in your pocket?
Yeah, yeah,
kind
of
of
course.
thing.
Of course,
I'm
of
gonna take
course.
the $40 every
Course.
time.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like,
I see that.
so
I hear that.
I'll go and I just started doing that. And like, but the main thing was trying to do it through my family, the people that I could be vulnerable with.
Yeah.
So I was real vulnerable with them and express like, look, just give me your cans and stuff like that. And we did that. And
Okay.
so what happened after that was I gave and then I contemplated suicide. But the thing was, it wasn't like a I hate my life, I want to kill myself suicide. It was like a I'm broke as hell. If I could do this right, sign it. Like I could do like I'm thinking like something like insurance. Like
Yeah.
like I'm like because my theory was look at the end of the day if I'm not like if I can't provide anything financially for my daughter then I shouldn't
be living
anyway.
Yeah,
Kind of like
you're
I don't deserve it anyway.
Yeah.
And then at the same time it's like well if I can use this as a tool
to give something to my
like so let's say it was a payout of 500,000 like you get what I'm saying like
at least you know she's well
so I'm like okay I'm structuring it like how I want it done well like so where I'm like okay like I could like so she may not have me but she have security and things that I wasn't able to give her or like if I could get $1 million policy or I'm just trying to stretch this in my head like oh man and then I'm thinking like okay and I actually remember like so I'm talking to my cousin because this is where I'm like yo if I do this I might need you to do it like you know like so
you actually like, prepared to take your own life I've taken so you can make sure that your daughter have a better way of life.
You make it sound super noble. Well, like I don't like that way that you made it sound because I know like I think there's definitely struggles.
Yeah, but I know, but that is the bottom line. That's the bottom line. You were prepared to do something and take yourself and lose your own life to ensure that your daughter had been provided for because you couldn't.
Yeah,
at the time. That's what bottom line was, wasn't it? The top and bottom. That's what it is. Real talk.
It was doing what you have to do to get the job done.
Exactly, and you were prepared to put yourself on the line to do that. Ultimately.
But it's like my thing is that I don't know. So then I remember me and my cousin we was in the car crying and just talking about it, and he's just like, I don't know, I don't know. I'm not gonna get on that, man. we got into it. I feel like I think we dug up.
Let's get ourselves out of it now. Okay, so let's turn the page of that chapter. So okay. Right. How do you get yourself out? Okay, hold on. We've got to be asking a question, by the way. There's okay, we're just talking about it. Cameron's asking the question: what is the financial life like when you're not competing in the NBA?
It varies. It definitely varies. It depends on the country you're in. So I'll be like they're guys that are making millions. They're guys, but those come more few and far between on these levels outside of the NBA. But they know it's there. And then you have guys that are playing for, let's say $500 or pounds. I don't know what country we're talking
pounds, man. Here you right? Pounds. 500 pounds.
Yeah, but I'm saying so like they're like paying for 500 pounds, but the thing is, like I know a guy that was playing for, but at the same time, there was a guy I know playing for $1,200. He wasn't playing in America, but they signed his contract in America because they know that number's less, so then they can translate it. And then so pretty much now they're only paying them like 900 instead of the 1,200. So like those are little things you got to know. And then so it'll be $1,200 dollars. He goes there, does an amazing job, goes to a workout, and then gets a job for 60,000. So you figure 10-month contract, and that's now euros. Now he's getting paid properly to the, so now he's making about 8,000 a month in a 1 year time span. That's over £7,000 jump. And then the year after that, I think he signed for 120. And I don't want to be quoted on the story, but something happened with his heart, and then he couldn't collect on that in the end. Like, but he's still doing well for himself, and he's created a nice job for himself in America with basketball.
Okay, so what is it? What is the turning point? How are you able to turn your life around from the point of being where we were in that car to obviously you're still alive here today with us? So what's the turning point?
So I talked to him, and he's like, pretty much he told me I should talk to my dad. I should call my dad. And I think they've been drinking, maybe. No, I'm not sure. But me and my dad don't have that kind of conflict. And he know it can, and he knew that. So for him to say that is weird. Like, I think that's the guy you need to talk to. Like, the guy you don't talk to. That's stuff to listen to, right?
Of course you do.
And then he's like pretty much preaching to me about the. So I called my dad while I was like most random hour of the night. I think with that same night while I was still crying, and then I didn't talk to him. Like, he didn't answer, so we didn't talk. And then something happened in between there where he could tell us something serious, because I'm not really that kind of guy.
Yeah.
And, by the time we talked, it was just like, all right. Yeah, no, I was tripping that night. And then he's like, all right. And then we lifted. But he knew it was more to it, but he knew he wasn't going to get it out of me. Yeah. And then I talked to another one of my friends about it, because I thought that because my cousin wasn't down with the plan.
Yeah.
Obviously. So I told to my other friend. He's like, "No, you tripping." So we didn't do that. Okay. And then I paid for an exposure camp, so I had to pretty much pay $500. I ain't have. So my friend, he gave me My friend gave me $500. So he fronted my cost, because we were teammates before. That's like when you're teammates with someone for years, that's like a brotherhood.
Yeah.
And so what he does is sends me money, so then I could then go to him, because he knows I've just been doing nothing but being a stay-at-home dad. He lives in Tennessee. I give him my car, I drive to Tennessee. The money that he gave me for gas, I ain't had that. $500 he pays for the exposure. Whatever the money was for the flight, it's covered me. And it's like, nah, man, you're too good. You gotta go play. I don't know why you didn't play in the first place. And I did it. After going out, I got MVP of that exposure camp.
What's an exposure camp? Explain that.
Exposure camp is where guys pretty much, you pay a whole, most times you pay a lot of money, like $500, not to mention the flight, not to mention the hotel, not to mention you still got to eat while you're out there. So this usually rounds over 1,000, and then you hope you're the, let's say, one of the guys of the hundreds that are there that stand out, because you're really just banking on your talent. Right. It's like investing in yourself and saying, I want a shot, I want to play pro.
Right.
So I did that. And then that's how I got introduced to the English market, because but when I got here, I just fell in love with the country. Right. And so it was just I was already on markets above the English market, but then I seen a bigger picture here that I was like, hey, I really get. Listen, I'm the kind of guy. I just want to say, I really get 5,000 forever, and get 10,000 a day.
Right.
So,
yeah. Got it.
Just like, I'll take 2,000 forever, and 50,000 today. That's just the kind of mentality I always have. Like, long term. I want steady. I want something. I want security.
Right.
I want things like that. So,
do you think those circumstances and situations of being broke may change your mindset to being that way?
Yeah, And then, like, don't get me wrong, this times where I've had some money, and then the things I've done, like, I know what it's like to have, like, I know people that really have never just like seen 10,000 at one time or 15,000, 20,000 at one time. I don't know if that's a regular thing for you to never have seen it or to have seen it. I don't know which one's more regular.
You can see it, but just not be your own.
No, but like, or whatever, be your own,
Yeah.
right? What I'm saying, like just to have that figure at a time or come to you in a payment or things like that, right? So my thing is, I've been there and have had none of it in months, just being a kid, just not thinking about the large picture. So, like, my hands ain't the one that to just get like let's say I would rather personally, I would rather have 10,000. Let's make it a nice even number. I'd still rather have 10,000 come to me every month.
Yeah.
Than well, actually, I'm lying because I can make the 120,000 work for me. What I'm saying, but if we're talking over longevity, I would like to know that I have it
every month. It's
that
there.
I always So like, bounce like like I can make a mistake this month as well. Next month I'm gonna be okay.
Yeah,
that's why. Like, but if I make a mistake this month, I gotta wait another year.
For it. Yeah, I
See what
that.
I'm saying?
So, I get that. So,
and
all right. So you leave the Netherlands. Obviously, you get the exposure you want. You get picked up, so you come to the UK. Is that how it worked?
Yeah. So I went to the exposure camp, and then I got MVP at the exposure camp. Got some job offers, and I picked the UK because it had an American coach, and I had issues. I had like my first year out, I had what you call it, cultural issues in basketball, not like in life, but like that, like the philosophies and styles in which that they like to play.
Okay.
Like was not my game. It's like
for example, so we got to go back a bit. So what position do you play in basketball? I should ask you from the start.
Well, I play guard. I'm a point guard naturally. Like my position is point guard. I play shooting guard. I'm tall for my position. I'm 6'4". So when I've been in leagues that like right now, I play like the 1 through 4, kind of like an undersized 4, just because I'm skilled as well in basketball. Like I teach basketball training, so I kind of know how to play everything. But it's just more about size. But now with this new model of basketball that has started, it's more like positionless, to where you just want the most skilled guy on the court. And since I'm 6'4", 230, like I'm not a small guy by no means.
Right.
So it's like I could bang with the big guy a bit, but he can't guard neither in the slightest.
Right. Speed and movement, right?
And agility and then elusiveness. Like he won't be able to stay. So even if I can't guard him, it's going to be way worse for him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, interesting. So, okay, so you come to the UK. So, what was your philosophy of basketball before you entered the UK market, or what were you exposed to the point where it changed when you got to the UK market?
Well, what I wanted to do, this was just a stepping stone country, because obviously sitting out for a year, people always gonna find a way to like get a deal on something. Like, people want to haggle, people want to underpay. Like, so people know I'm talented. It wasn't like I sat out a year because I didn't get an offer, or because I wasn't good anymore. I had an injury. It was like a choice
you made,
right? So, and then I just got MVP of the exposure camp. That has a whole bunch of Division 1 athletes that are going to go that did great things, and all kind of and other pros as well that already have on their pro career, but just want to create more options for themselves. So, if I just got MVP of that, right? I'm clearly in shape and good to go. Everything's still the same. Everything's still working. But they use that as an excuse to underpay me. So I'm making less in less my second year than I did my first year.
Dang.
By like more than half.
But, is there anything you can do about that? Is there anything you could have done about that?
I mean, I had another contract on the line that was a little bit more, but still was, I believe, under half, or still half.
Okay.
So I took it. I'm like, so it can't be about the money, it has to be about situation and fit.
Yeah.
And I went to the team. The team in England was Leicester Riders. They finished second place the year before I got there. So my theory in my head is, if I'm as good as I think I am,
We're getting there first.
if they in second now, I'm supposed to make them better.
Yeah.
So, and we won the championship. We had like
what's the name of the team?
Leicester Riders.
Leicester Riders.
So out in Leicester. I think we lost 3 games total that year, but 1 game we didn't even have. We didn't have no starters play because we already were locked for first place.
Okay. So you went to Leicester Riders, and after Leicester Riders, what happened then?
Once I got there, I seen the way the structure and the layout of this country is, and then I seen the opportunities for myself and what I could achieve, and I noticed the differences between here in England to any other country, like language barriers.
Yeah,
I couldn't connect. Like I couldn't make business deals and moves like that I've now started making.
Okay.
Without, I couldn't have done that otherwise. You get them? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I get that. I guess
so. I really just had to I don't speak French. I don't speak Dutch. I don't speak Spanish, Italian.
But you speak English,
right? So like I can't go in no business meeting. I can't go to the office. I can't do those things. I can't let my basketball cross over into something.
Yeah.
I can't do the things like obviously I'm not LeBron, but like people like LeBron's recently opened up a school.
Yeah.
So I can't open up an Italian school.
No, you can't.
See what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. Like, but here, I'm like, and then the market, the fact that basketball was the #1 growing sport in this country for years, and it's still it's showing that it's on the incline, but yet it's so low decline, like so literally, like currently at a state that allows me to be like to not only capitalize,
practice your trade,
but also do something that matters. Because I also felt like it can't all be about the money. Like, I'm not saying people are going to build a statue of me, but I want to do something like, I guess, statuesque, like something statue worthy. I want to do something statue worthy, and I felt like for me to take this time away from my daughter, or like during these years, and everything, it has to be worth it. Like, I want, like, she comes to England, she says, "Oh, my dad is Zaire Taylor." I gotta put something on our name. That matters.
Put some respect in your name. As Dworkin would say.
So that's what and at the same time, make money and make sure I support it.
Yeah. So from Leicester, and what were the differences that you noticed automatically in terms of the US to spending some time in Leicester?
Well, I've been to a lot of states. Like, there's 50 states, and I've probably been about 36, 7. So
yeah,
I've definitely traveled around the United States, all around the United States. And the main thing I love about England is it's almost like when I compare the differences between being in New York and being in Texas, I could do that much. I could see that many, like, there's just as many differences. Like, for example, I see more similarity in New York and London than I did in New York and Missouri. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's why I love, like, and then me, someone who's lived in about 5, 6 different states.
Yeah,
I can connect.
What's your favorite state in America?
Well, I want to move to Atlanta, so I don't know if that makes it my favorite, but New York is where I'm from, so I love New York, but I don't want to live there.
What's Chicago like?
Chicago, the city, like,
yeah, I know.
Yeah,
and the state would be Illinois, right?
Yeah, and I never really went to like the heart of Chicago because it's known as a wild. Not like I've been into like downtown, like and like this. I never had no business to conduct, like in like what they call a Chirac and all that. Like I don't need to be there. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I do love connecting with people like all the way, but I mean I just need a reason at minimum. Like, I'm not just. No, that's
for a tourist.
Yeah, like it's not really a tourist site.
With the brothers.
I'm understanding. So, but I do but no, I actually enjoyed Chicago. I did enjoy Chicago, and it was the part that I was privy to seeing was actually beautiful.
Okay.
Contrary to the way Chicago represented that.
Shout out to Chi-Town. Okay, moving on. Now, from Leicester Riders. You move from there. What happens next? You make a decision to leave that club. What happens next?
I went to Worcester, another team.
Dang.
Another team in England.
Worcester. Well, why from Leicester to Worcester?
Because I mean, this is the thing. I'm not scared to fail.
Okay.
And I'm not scared to. And I'm the kind of guy that I almost sometimes feel like if I don't I need to fail to feel like I'm pushing myself.
Yeah.
Because I feel like if I keep hitting my mark all the time, I must be picking some simple achievements.
You need to do some.
You know what I mean? I'm more of a aim from the moon and be amongst the stars kind of guy. So I always try to set that moon mark.
Yeah.
And so when I went to Worcester, that team was in second place, and I took them to the championship. We went to the championship. The next year, now I would have stayed there, but the thing is, that team was so good, we hardly lost, and I had a bunch of big guys around me that the league, as a business, it wasn't going to make sense for me to stay there to be able to get paid properly.
Right.
So I had to go showcase myself more and let people know, hold on, I only average this much and only do this just because that's all I have to do. I'm not going to come down and it's not a look what Zaire could do. That's not what this is about. It's about winning the game.
Yeah.
So, and as a point guard, if you have that kind of structure where you have a bunch of talented guys, you need to get them the ball, make them happy too.
Yeah.
Make them keep wanting to work. So I went to a team, took a bigger challenge on. That team finished fifth. The year that we won, they finished fifth. Yeah. They didn't have as many stars. And I felt that I could go there and win as well. Now I would have stayed if they would pay me.
Yeah.
They didn't want to pay me now. I know into the market, I know they're not rich. But I feel like this is what I told them. And I was willing to take less than I know I'm worth. Because every year that I played in England, I got more money than them. I was offered more than not play in England. But I pretty much said to the GM, I said, look, I don't want to do I know I'm supposed to say this number, you're supposed to say that number, we're supposed to try to meet in the middle. I'm not doing that. I was like, if you really appreciate what I'm doing,
you'll pay me.
No, give me. I know. I'm like, you can't pay me what I'm worth.
Yeah.
Now, if we're in agreement of what I'm worth, I think we can come to agreement on that.
Yeah.
And then you can't pay what I'm worth. So if you want to pay me, so if you want me to play for this team, give me the best offer you can give me. And I'll tell you yes and no, and we can cut all the in between. Okay. So one, that shows me, now look, and I'm like, he's about to talk. He's about to talk. I cut him off. I said, hold on. I forgot, I don't know what words he said, but the words he said seemed like he was about to. I said, look, listen. If you appreciate what we did last year and what I brought to the table to make that happen, you will give me the best offer, the best number. You won't try to, because that's what we all want to do. Yeah. We all want to get the best deal we get. I'm like, but look, I'm only taking one number. So if you say, I don't care if the number goes up, I don't care what the amount was, because it's about respect at this point.
Value.
And once I create, and now I'm setting the standard for the terms and what I'm about.
Right.
And not only with you, but everybody.
Right.
So when I say, and the thing is, you should respect me more than anybody else, because we won you the championship. I was part of that. I was a main factor.
Yeah.
So I said, look, give me your best offer, the best one, because I'm only taking one. If it's a number I can't, and I'll take less. If it's a number I can't take, then I can't take. And there's no point going further. He gave me a number. I said, yeah, I can't take that. And then he said, well, what could you? I'm like, that's irrelevant. You told me, because you just told me you can't give it to me.
So if you can't give it to me, why are you offering me something you couldn't give me? Which means you were undervaluing me in the first place and trying to undercut me.
That's my whole, but people aren't used to, everybody's used to, let's negotiate. I'm like, no, I want to be appreciated.
You value me. So if you give me your price and give me a price that looks like you valuing me, then.
But the thing is, even if they didn't have that number, it's still about what can you do. It's about not trying to, not if I would have said, let's say the number was $100.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I need $102. If you was able to give me $102, then you should have said that. I don't want to say, it's only $2 more if I knew $2. No, give me the best number. I want you, Like, even if you got to call me back, figure out what's the most you can give me.
I'd like to give you 150. I'd like to give you 150. The budget's not there for 150. So can you take 145?
Whatever the highest number was, because at the end of the day, I did want to come back.
Okay.
But it has to make sense.
Right.
Do you get what I'm
saying? Yeah.
So that was the whole thing. And it's like, if like I gotta assess everything. So then I get an offer from another team. And then I get ready. I'm about to sign now. Well, before I sign my contract, I call my coach out of respect, just because I don't want, we're friends, we get along.
Yeah.
I don't want it to hit the paper and you find out that way.
Yeah.
When you think I'm on the market. So, and I always like to handle my business accordingly to where I don't burn no bridges.
Yeah.
And after I called, they called back, and then they had 100 more than the team that so like they could go, like that was like so like literally 100 more than the team.
Yeah.
100 a month, like 100 more a month.
More
than the team. And I'm like, and I didn't take that. I took the initial offer with the team that I was about to sign with.
Okay, so you left.
And now they're in 5th place, and then we win the championship that year.
Okay.
And then the following year is when I went to London. I left that team again.
Why did you leave that team? What was the team you went to then? You left from Leicester to Worcester, from Worcester to
London.
London Lions, right?
Yeah.
Okay, talk to me about London Lions. What was that like? What was the difference? They
finished in 6th the year before me.
Okay.
So I'm trying to, because now this was like going for the trifecta. It's like, if I win here, like team that was in 2nd, you could say, okay, like they would have did it anyway. They were almost there.
Yeah.
It's like Golden State before they got Kevin Durant. It's like they were already one of the best teams.
Which is
like they were like literally one game away from winning the championship.
Right.
So now, if I go there, I don't get so now I go to the team that was 5th.
Right.
And they won. I go to the team that's 6th, and I'm the only thing that remains the same on each.
Yeah.
Like now, I created a legacy like nobody else by the fact that I jumped around. On top of that, jumping around was more beneficial to my bigger picture, because now I'm gaining understandings and relationships and network around the whole country.
Yeah.
And all these other teams. And I have personal relationships with them. So then I go to London, and we were one game short. We made it to the championship game, and we lost in the championship. And I didn't have my best performance, so a lot of that weighs on me. But yeah, so I was literally a game away from achieving that.
What's it like playing in London as opposed to playing out in the country, as we call it?
I love playing in London.
What's the difference?
It's just the atmosphere, I don't know. It's a major city now. Granted, like the venue was amazing.
Where was
playing at the Copper Box?
Right, it's around the corner. That's around the corner for me where I used to live in Forest Gate, Stratford.
Yeah, I know Forest Gate. Yeah, we were right there in Stratford. So
wow.
And just that atmosphere and that vibe and then the networking, the people that I would meet at the games. Like Ray J came to a game. Alicia Dixon came to a game.
Mm-hmm.
She's a lovely woman, like really nice. Like people would show up. You know what I mean? Like footballers would come through. It was it was starting to build and it was buzzing. So it's like you're playing, you're playing in a major city, playing in a capital city. It was dope.
Where did you stay in London?
Well, I was there for 2 years because I won't get into the issues of why I left London first time, but we had some differences.
Mm-hmm.
And then I ended up going to France, and then I came back to London. So I was there 2 years. My first year in London, I went to I actually lived in Chigwell,
That's Essex way.
Yeah, right out of 12-minute drive, like from the Stratford.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I was out like in Chigwell, and then during that year, I moved to Harrow on the Hill.
Gibraltar, Harrow on the Hill, like outskirts both ways.
Yeah, and then when I came back to London, I didn't even live in London. I didn't want to live in London. I wanted to live in Milton Keynes. So I lived in Milton Keynes that year.
I like Milton Keynes as well.
I love Milton Keynes, man. Oh, man.
Shopping centre is beautiful, isn't it?
Everything is beautiful. Women are beautiful, too.
I wouldn't know that. So.
And then, yeah, I love Milton Keynes. It's just like it's like I made friends, so I had nice little core friendships, and then it's not as busy and overwhelming.
It's London.
But then I lived in the heart of it, so it's like it's still busy enough.
Yeah.
And then I had like a little British kind of place, so it was nice and comfortable. It was small and cozy, little 1-bedroom, but it was really, I had a nice view.
Yeah.
So I really loved it.
So you enjoyed that.
And everything I needed was in a 1 mile radius.
Kind of like where I am here, right?
That's why we live around the corner. That's why I picked this location. Because I need everything to be right there.
Absolutely.
I walk 1 block, I'm at the beach taking a walk. On the beach. I go this way. I got all the Italian restaurants, the food, and then even the curry spot.
Brother, you're making me hungry. Brother, you're making me hungry. You're making me hungry. You're making me hungry. Okay. So, all right. So, how the hell do you get to sunny Worthing?
Well, let me think of this too. That was it.
You got kidnapped by aliens.
Okay, so this is what happened. Not last season, but the season before that.
Mm-hmm.
It was a weird situation. The coach got fired or resigned or whatever. He was leaving. It was announced while the season's still going on, but there's not a lot of games left. I had just got passed up to be the head coach of a BBL team.
And for those people that know what BBL means?
British Basketball League is the premier league in this country.
Right, okay.
So I came over here. So now this NBL, National Basketball League, is the second league in the country. And then what happened? So I went there to meet. So I just went to a showed up at a game, met with the general manager and all that, and talked to him, and we just I expressed interest. And then I've won a lot of awards in this country, won a lot of championships. So with that, it was like a
no brainer.
Yeah, of course, we just can't afford you.
Yeah.
And then I'm expressing my interest. Like I'm looking at this as a bigger picture, and it just kind of flow. Then we started talking, and it kind of just it worked out. And then I expressed pretty much and then I started expressing interest in for us to make this deal go through. I wanted shares, interest, I wanted ownership, I wanted management, I wanted to coach, which I now don't want to coach. So that's cool. And I've hired someone else to coach, but I wanted so I'm these are the directions I want to be going in, and so at the time this is where I want to go. So eventually we sorted things out and it made sense, and now it's in one season we won a championship, and this season is looking really this season coming up is looking like it's going to be very promising.
So okay, you now at Worthing. Talk to us about what you bring to Worthing Thunder now. You've been on your long journey from starting out in New York to where you are now.
That's a great question.
That's why I'm IJ. What do you bring now in 2018?
The thing is, one, I feel like owners in this country and ownership don't really understand the player. They can't connect. I think there's a huge disconnect. General managers disconnect, and all those like these roles of management and people in control. I feel like there tends to be a disconnect and a lack of understanding of one another. Me being on both sides of it, I relate to the player in a way like nobody else, to where we've been able to do some amazing things with the signings that we've had this year. Then not only that, I genuinely care for the player. Like I want to give them what nobody gave me. I want to give them the game, give them the understanding, give them like have them start making moves and preparing themselves. Start like gather like so. I'm like the thing is I want to work with the whole person. Right now I'm not
The 360 approach.
not a 360. I don't like the idea of 360 because it's like I don't want to see. The thing is, why so many people don't want to help someone unless they get some. Like I don't want like see that's what I'm saying. I don't want the 360 deal where it's like, oh, I'm gonna help you with this, and I need this. I need my percentages on this.
Well, not even
it's like even if it's just an idea,
no, but
even if it's just
it doesn't have the 360 doesn't have to be well in the sense of
I'm thinking like music.
No, I'm
okay. We're on the same page. We're on the same page.
Where you're giving something to the player, but you're giving the player more of an experience.
Total package, yeah.
The total packaging experience.
And the thing is, and that's like even right now, like for example, like people in my position when do an interview, I guess with their hat on backwards.
Yeah.
So and be as candid as I am.
Yeah.
But
if you don't do that, who is going to do that?
No, the thing is, yeah, but I feel like it makes me less relatable to the like I could get all suited and booted with the best of them. I like dressing up actually, but at the same time, it's like once I do that, it doesn't relatable. No, it doesn't change who I am. But
it's the relatability.
They don't feel that they don't feel like they can connect when they know me and I talk to them.
I got you.
Like listen, and that's one of the first things I tell people. I'm like, yo, listen, man, talk to me however you want to talk to me.
Yeah,
that's one of the first things I say when I'm dealing with players, because I don't want I got guys I'm recruiting a guy because a lot of guys I recruit I already have relationships with.
Yeah,
like the some I've met them through due diligence and networking, connecting, and finding players, and I'll call them up and it'll be, hey coach, how are you? Right, and I'm like, listen, bro, just talk to me, like just deliver the message, and I feel like that's something that really, really works in my favor. It's just that I want them, like essentially, I want you to be able to see yourself in me, to where things that I'm achieving, like guys that aren't where I'm at the moment,
will eventually go that way.
They like things that I'm achieving. No, it don't have to be what I'm. It don't have to be what I'm doing. Whatever you want to do, you see. Like, hold on, by me being me, which is in all actually a reflection of you.
Yeah.
You then can say, okay, I could transition. I could do this. I could start a business. Let me ask you. I could work with kids.
How many managers? How many across the basket? I don't understand the ratio in terms of equal opportunities and at management level or owners of clubs or basketball clubs. How many of them are people of color? May I ask?
Okay. I
only asked that question.
No, I feel like this. London Lions owner.
Yeah.
Nigerian in English.
Okay.
He's another fellow American. He's just Thames Valley.
Yes.
He's from guy from Kansas City. They just moved up from the third league.
Yeah.
And they that whole relegation thing. They moved up, won the championship, and then now they're in our league. So he is, and I don't know about anything that's not first or second league.
Okay.
But those are the only two I could think of as far.
Do you? I'm not asking that it's like the race card. I'm more asking the question in terms of, does it make a difference? Does it make a difference? Like guys come from America that are from America and they come and they see.
I think it's harder for me as an American more than it is harder for me as a Black person.
Okay, why'd you say that? Good, but there's an expectation because you're American and you must be a good basketball player.
Not even that. I just feel like, I mean, I think it's not. All right, check this out.
Okay.
Let's talk boxing.
Okay.
Now, you're the wrong one because we already had this conversation. You're the wrong guy. Normally, okay, if I had a conversation with 99.9 British people, Joshua Wilder.
Yes.
Every British person gonna go with Joshua. You talk to every American, they're gonna go with Wilder.
Well,
because
yeah.
because
we like to support our own.
Yeah. So now you got the outsider who also too won't conform.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't conform. Outsider don't conform. Hello. Like I was never like a bad person, but like the bad boy of the league, like let's say like Bobby Brown without the drugs.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah. It's being a non-conformist or just not somebody who's going to lap up, and you have your own ideas, you have your own visions, you have your own.
Of course.
But the other. It's interesting. People want you to conform to their ways and their visions.
But it's not even that. I'm talking about just even conform.
Like, yeah, but
like the thing is, like there's teams that don't like the idea of me or don't like we're just like we're not talking talent.
Yeah.
Like talent wise, they could have used me for years, right?
Yeah.
They've been several different teams.
Yeah.
But like they were like, I don't know if I want to. And the thing is, I go to my practices. I do my job.
Yeah.
But I don't know. But I'm like, thanks to what I wear, to could have been, I guess but I don't know. Maybe ladies' man was the best way to phrase it.
Are you difficult to coach? Are you hard headed?
No. I mean, I don't believe so. I guess you got to ask one of my coaches. But
okay, you see that. Are you difficult to work with as a player? I'm talking about your.
No, as a player, like this is the thing. What's so funny is now I made my team this year, and now that I'm doing the hiring and all that, most of the guys that I've signed and that I've overachieved with in signing, meaning these are guys that are champions on the top league and all these have chose to turn away top league contracts to play with me because of our relationship as teammates and things like that. So no, it's definitely not that. I'm just saying, at the end of the day, when you run like people like to be able to control someone, and I'm not that guy.
People are going to sign with you because they know you've been on both sides of the water.
But it's not even. But
they understand. They understand.
But when my friend signs, think about this. Mm-hmm. But if you've been my teammate before, and you sign with me, that says a lot about who that. Like there's two things that say a lot about me, right? As far as in now my new situation, there's the fact that I have far more teammates that could be playing in the Premier League choosing to play with me instead. And then, like that says something. And then this says something completely different. I got other Premier talent wanting to play with me that have never been my teammates. That also, so like now this is a lot about me as a recruiter. I feel like when I got guys that I don't have those direct relationships with, saying, "Oh, I would rather play with you than this or that," such circumstance that looking at from the outside looks more glamorous.
Does that not concern you as well? That if these players all want to play with you, that they're not committed to their own clubs. And also,
no, I mean everything's year by year. This is it's different than like America. No, that's not the situation. Like,
okay,
like every year you got to do this all over again. What I want to create is some security for the player, so hopefully I can then start ensuring. Like I'm still gonna lock him into a 1-year deal because at the end of the day, once you do your job, help me win my championships. If someone wants to pay you more than I want to pay you, I want you to go get your money. I'm still I want you to win, and if you can win more without me, I want you to go win more without me. Like I know what I can pay and I know what I can't pay. But you know what I mean? Like, so like if you could go get $100 million contract, I don't have that. I was like, yo, do I want you to say, dang, I don't want him to get the $100 million so I can win it. Listen, him getting 100. Like my championship is not that important.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
So all right. So now you talk about the value you bring to Worthing. Now, do you feel that your value is being seen by the people that matter at Worthing? But it's all well and good bringing these
I
players
mean, the
in,
question is,
and it's all well and good.
my question is, who are the people that matter? Because I feel like everything's all like, are we talking about my partners? Are we talking about the fans? Are we talking about the
Well, okay,
staff?
let's talk about.
Are we talking about the players?
Okay,
because I feel like everybody like no, but like and like they really matter. Like
Of course
the fans are gonna decide more than anybody. Because
Well,
when they stop you and they say I ain't coming to that game, then that's gonna mean more than if like
your
partner
partner
like I don't want him to do the club no more. Okay, like that they can still go. But if the fans ain't there, there ain't
Let's talk
nothing
about
there.
when you first met the Worthing fans. Talk to me when you first met the Worthing fans. What it was like? How did you find them differ to the fans in London or the fans in America or the fans in
I think
Worcester?
Well, I think the fan base grew this year with us.
But when you first came to the club,
when I first came, I mean, it wasn't like we weren't like selling out or having them like some like our like we didn't have the most spectacular numbers.
Okay.
But the supporters really support the people that were coming, really support, really care, really wanna, and it was still a good atmosphere.
Right.
But then as the season got on, we started the seeds start failing, and these people are either returning to the sport or new to it, and they're just as passionate. That's so beautiful. And the thing is, like me, I love people. Even just how we met. You know what I mean? So I definitely like just yesterday I was at a barbecue with some of the supporters. Some of the supporters invited me to a barbecue. I went over there. They're thanking me for coming. I'm thanking them for having me. You giving me food and a good time and music, and they're happy that I showed up. And then and obviously the kids loved it because those are the main ones. And then we're in the schools working with the kids. So the supporters, they really I think they grew with us. It was like there's so many that know it as like they were the Thunder experience starts with my year there. Yeah. And then there are other ones where the Thunder struggled for a handful of years as far as in the wins loss column. Yeah. So it's so everybody loves it. Like that people that come and turn it around. Yeah. They're gonna get the props and the love and everything.
So, in terms of the media, how have the media perceived you since you've come to Worthing? When you first came, did you get a big fanfare when you came to Worthing?
No, the thing is, well, I've literally just got back on social media, and the thing is, if ain't no way to really find me, because obviously this is in the second year, but then so people weren't able because most of every time I had an interview for magazine or while I was in this country, or something someone contacted me through Facebook initially, someone it tended to be that dynamic, and then I went on a 1-year hiatus from all social media. I was just tired of talking about things I want to do. I was like, I just got to go get it done. So I was like, and I don't feel like there's a lot positive so often. Maybe I'm following the wrong people. I don't know, but I feel like I see a lot more negative than positive showing up on news feeds and this and that. And even with the news, if you just watch the news, you're gonna see way more negative than positive.
Block that shit.
But I'm just saying that
there's a law of attraction thing up there, you'll be fine.
So
that's all I see on my page, all my feeds, news, law of attraction. I will do this. I will do that.
So that's what I do though. So I try to keep that at I was like, hold on, let me just, and then you just see a lot of things that are not going to benefit or help my life, and I'm like, why am I divulging efforts and time to this when I could be doing something productive? And that's when things start to really turn around for me. I wanted, and then I knew there was going to be a lot of speculation. People were going to think, oh, I came here because I couldn't get a job. You're going to think because right on the surface, you got a guy who was the MVP of the Premier League, who's won multiple championships in this country, won championships out this country. Yeah. then comes to the team that was almost relegated from the second league.
Right.
How's that going to be perceived to people? Like, it makes me look desperate. Now, I'm not going to, and I don't feel like there's anything worth explaining. It was just a reality. Like, and I'm aware of it, and I see it, and I'm like, I thought it would be wonderful to let everybody throw their 2 cents in and let the rumors surface and build and this and that, and then everything went according to plan. And then I come out with a championship, and then we had started announcing some things about what's been going on here, and there's been so much like people don't even know everything that I've achieved as far as off the court yet, but
it's coming.
Yeah, but it's the time. That's the beauty that I like about media here, is that I could, like, in America, media's gonna find it out. Like, and, like LeBron can't go do something in the world not know.
Yeah.
So it's like here, basketball not being, or any footballer, they can't just go do something and then not be on TMZ or whatever, or hit the news. This happened. So with us not being a priority like that, sometimes the beauty of it is it allows me to make a lot of my moves in silence and then choose and be selective of when, you know what I mean, it drops. So people think it happened yesterday.
I hope we get some exclusives.
Yeah, for sure, man. For sure.
So all right. So now you're at Worthing. What's your vision for the team? From where you've seen the team, what's your vision for the team and how they play? And what is your ultimate dream for Worthing? Is it for them to be top of the Premiership? What is it?
I want to be. No, that's not even the biggest dream. That's part of it. But one, I want to. Well, this year I want to go undefeated in the NBL. That's my personal goal.
Is that possible?
Yeah, it's possible. You don't lose. Yeah, but I mean, the thing is it likely? Probably not likely, but I do believe we're capable. Not only possible, but we're capable.
Mm-hmm.
And we have the means, I think, to do it.
Okay.
But I wouldn't, I mean, come on, like I said, that means you can't have one slip up. It's not a likely thing to bet on.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Let's talk about some of the players can you talk about some of the players that you've signed? Yeah. Let's talk about some of the players you've signed and why you've signed them.
Well, everybody from last year, like everybody that came back from last year.
Yeah.
There's about 5 guys I think we had from last year.
Okay.
And then myself.
Yep.
And then we have like pretty much like they show improved through their performance last year. We had 2 younger guys that didn't get a whole lot of minutes, but were as loyal as anybody and as dedicated and committed, and just the energy and culture that is, you got to create culture.
Right.
So coming off a championship, you definitely want to have enough of those people that could reiterate that culture. Then you want to have people to build on top of it,
right,
without disrupting it.
Okay.
So I got a friend of mine, Alex. Most of the guys that I've signed have won championships. Like a lot of them won multiple championships.
Okay.
So
let's hear their names. Let's hear what they're about.
I got Alex Awumi.
Okay, Alex Awumi.
Yeah.
Okay.
We won a few championships together. He's won some in other countries, and he's a big time player in the country, man. He's achieved a lot.
What position does he play?
He's kind of like me. We're the same. We got the same build.
Okay.
So he's more of a shooting guard. But because we're in the league below.
Yeah.
Our size, like, guys aren't as big necessarily. So at 6'4", we're still going to be undersized, but we could like kind of compete with a 6'7" guy. It gets a little different when he's 6'9".
Yeah.
So we could play like the 2-3-4, and and I want to play a smaller, faster version of basketball anyway.
Okay.
So the fact that he could play with versatile position wise. You got Nick Lewis, which is a big time signing. He's a Canadian guy with a British passport. Because you're only allowed 2 Americans in this league. But he's a big time player. He's won championships. He's 25 years old, so he's extremely young. Like 25 years old with like a 5-year pro career so far. So with that, it's like, how do you not It's like that. He was top 5 British players in the country last season. He played in the Premier League.
Wow.
So
he's coming to Worthing.
Yeah. So
wow.
You know him, Leo Irvin. We've won championships together. He's played in other countries. I think Italy won championships there. So it's like really it's about championship pedigree. I wanted guys that are going to have Premier League experience.
Does it equate? You think that if they've played in the league above, like in football, because they've played in the league above, automatically because of that, you fill your team up with those players, you automatically going to go up a league because they played at a high level. Does that always equate to that? Does that model work?
I mean, that's not the only reasoning behind it, though. Like, I feel like because I looked at everything from personalities to you got to realize I've actually competed against these guys,
right? Okay.
Competed with these guys,
right?
So that gives me an upper hand too. So it's like I could then be like a guy that people like to think is good. I could be like, I remember when I said this to him and he kind of backed away. Like people would never know that I said that to him, and I wouldn't repeat the kind of things I say while I'm on the court. But and then I realized like, oh, I said it to him and he didn't say nothing back. He said, I'm kind of scared. I don't want no scared.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's time to go to war. I want you to be ready to go to war. So then, or it'll be stuff like I remember, like me and Nick Lewis got kind of like a little scuffle. Not like it wasn't noticeable. It was like one of them hidden basketball scuffles where he was getting kind of physical with me, gave me a little. And this is he's younger than me. Yeah. So like, and this one they actually beat us in the championship. So that like, but the way he was competing, he hit me with a little elbow. I like grabbed his arm. I grabbed his arm so we could get close, and then just give him a little like gut punch. You know what I mean? And then he like, and then he did something, and it was like I just like that energy. Like to me, that's playing basketball. Yeah. Now that may sound, I don't know, that may come up wrong, but I just feel like that's part of it. You can I'm not trying to hurt nobody. Like, but you can rumble. You're not gonna be intimidated. Yeah, little stomach punch ain't gonna do nothing to nobody. Yeah. It might take your wind out of you, but it ain't gonna kill you. So we cool. Like, but his response and my response to his energy of the elbows and stuff, it was like, I mean, I'm pretty sure that he feels that same way. Like soldier. Like that, like he ready to go, he ready to do what it takes. So, but there's not other people that have that. Like I didn't tell that story. Like that wasn't a story worth telling other than to this situation. Yeah. But Leo Irvin, I know his mentality, I know his mind. And then I got guys that are veterans blended in with guys that are young talent. Talk to me about the veterans. That's me, Alex. Only guys over 30. But still, that's not what it takes to be a veteran. Nick is a young veteran. He's played like 5 years in Premier League, and then Brendan's a veteran. Brendan who? I don't never pronounce his name right. Okay, sweet. But that's my man though. Brendan O. Yeah. Brendan O, right? Yeah. Okay. This might be a difficult question to ask. It might put you in a bit of a spot. But is there star player, or have you got any high hopes for any particular player for the season? I know you can say you've got high hopes for everybody you sign. I don't take no PC. I don't do the correct response. So you tell me, have you got is there anyone you expecting to deliver or didn't do well last season? You expect to do better this season, or people that you think that need to kick on, or this like I won the MVP last year. Yes. So I guess from that sense, people may look at it as I'm a star player. Would you ever get anybody that's better than you bring into the team? That's the goal, man. That's I might have done that now. You say that's the goal, but there's some people listening might say, okay, you might just get players that are good, but not as good as him. No. Listen, be better than me. If I can find 12 guys better than me that I can afford, mind you. Okay. I'm retired today. Like, why? I'm like my job is still secure now. It's different. It's a different ball game now. I don't have to play to do what I got to do. How do you bring players in now? If I could get a whole team of guys that are better than me, that are as versatile as me, where I could literally play all 5 positions in this league. Okay. Now obviously some better than others, but I could definitely play all 5 positions. So like I know guys that might be able to do this. Like so, it's like there's nobody that, like right now. And you got to realize price is a factor. I'm not saying that I don't know. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know 12 people better than me. And I'm just being honest, in my opinion. Like, I mean, that confidence.
You got back to yourself.
That confidence has taken me a long way.
Okay.
But I know guys that aren't better than me in my opinion. They are better than me in theirs. And we still manage to love each other, so it's not a big deal. But they haven't and they make more money than the whole team. So you see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay.
So it's like when I could like either as our budget raises,
yeah,
I'm probably gonna be able to not play because then I can afford people better than me.
So let's talk about now like the dynamics of like a player that comes now. There might be a fantastic player, but how do you ensure that they can fit in with the team and then the environment, players not being homesick or
I can't tell stuff like that. Listen, like one by not getting a rookie. I'm off. I want to get rookies, but at the same time, those kind of uncertainties like homesick, like this, like that, like whether their game could transfer over to this league, like so you can't really tell those things until you go through them. And I believe that I think that's why I like to get guys that are proven, like by me getting guys that are in the league better than the league.
Yeah,
that's a pretty safe bet. And on top of that, by me being the MVP last year, right? So I'm supposed to be a focal point of this team.
Yeah.
If I was in the situation I was in, but now by changing my role, is how I make all that work.
So in terms of the word,
I don't care if I don't play a game. I could literally this season not go in for one game, like not get subbed in,
and you'd be quite happy with what you got.
If I didn't get subbed in any game, that means we won every single one. Because I ain't gonna let them be losing and not go in and try to fix it. So that means we won every game.
Yeah.
I didn't listen. I ain't had to put no more wear and tear on my body.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful thing. That's a win.
So how does the dynamic work with you and the coach? You brought this coach in.
Yeah, he's a young guy. He has coaching experience, but just not on this level. And I believe in him. And I just think that last year we had a coach. He moved on to coach in America. So it's a beautiful thing. Like, it's great that he came here and we was able to create opportunities for him.
Yes.
But at the same time, running my business and with the business model,
yes,
the beauty of me getting a young coach is I feel like I have some security with him for probably the next 4 years.
Okay.
He won't be able to have built up that resume.
Yes.
Or have to then move on.
He can build it with you.
But he can build it with me, and hopefully while he's still coaching, he can still be learning from things from me in the process.
Let me understand something. When you've got a coach,
and then think about this. Hold on, back to that question. Think about this. What this does for me. There's nobody in the country that would hire a 21-year-old coach. So think about the selling point that is when I'm all about opportunity and all about this and that. So now I may not show improvement with you yet, but the guy that gave me, he came in the middle of the season last year. So the guy that gave me 5 months, I gave him an opportunity. After 5 months, he had an opportunity he would have never had. So now I'm creating that by letting people know, I really will. I'll back up what I say when I say I'll give you that opportunity. And when I say I want to create options and I want to do things different and I want to be forward moving.
But by you bringing in a coach so young, how does he get the respect? I know they respect you, but how does he get the respect of the players? They're going to listen to him. If, for example, they're better players than the coach itself. How does that work in basketball? I know in soccer it's a problem, and I know in cricket.
And pretty much, I think all sports is coaches that ain't never even play.
Yeah.
Right? And they're good coaches, and they ain't never play on no kind of level, never made a pro, never nothing. So
does a good basketball player make a good coach?
Not necessarily.
Why?
I think. I've had coaches that were so good It's like they just wanted everybody to just do what they just could have did. And everybody's not even, like the guys ain't as good as you. They don't see the game. They don't even have the mind you have. And then sometimes they can't relay what they know. Like they have this, so their basketball mind is so brilliant that everything in the game is common sense. To where now it's like they almost can't even be bothered like
to explain it to you.
Yeah, it's like they just telling you like the answer without without showing their work. Like, you know when you used to do math, you used to have to show your work to get full credit.
Yeah.
He just gives you the answer at the end, like, do that. But he didn't show you how to do that. How to get so that's sometimes the best players don't make that. But I feel like the difference between me, it's not about how good of a player I was. That I feel like, and one, I'm not a coach. Well, I am a coach, but not for this team. But my thing is, I think to me, it's me having to me, it's the experiences. It's me having this coach and seeing what made him so good, and then having this coach and seeing why I didn't think he was so good.
Right.
And then saying, okay, let me make sure I don't because some of these things aren't instinctive to me. Like, I'm one of them guys that kind of like get frustrated. Like how could you not know to do that? But I understood what it was like when I had a coach that did that then helped me to not do that.
Right.
And having a coach who did things that I maybe wouldn't have done unless I seen him do it.
Okay.
And the same thing for owners and general managers and directors of basketball and anything else.
Yeah.
Is seeing those things.
Okay.
That then, and seeing the way this team did it and this team did it. And that's the beauty of being that I've seen the landscape of the country by playing all these different teams.
What's the greatest challenge you have at Worthing under the moment?
At the moment, greatest challenge? I think, well, I don't know if we're there yet right now. Like, I feel like I want that big sponsor.
Okay. Sponsorship?
But not just, but like sponsorship is cool. But I feel like I want that one that really
change
things and link with. And to be honest, I don't want it to be anyone. I don't want to just be that one that just has all the money. I want it to be that one that's like, wow, I really love.
It brings value to you as a club.
But really genuine sees what it's all about and what we're about and what the vision is and what the culture we're trying to create and how impactful this will be to not even just Worthing, Sussex community, not even just Sussex community, but English basketball.
Okay.
Because I feel like the best way to lead is by example.
Cool.
So
why not?
Well, no, but look, so if we do something revolutionary, right?
Everyone else will follow.
Like, I'm not gonna give you the answer though. I'm gonna show you the answer, get my 3 years in, and then y'all start to adapt to what we do, and then steal the blueprint. We need like, so what in turn, what does that do? It doesn't just change Worthing basketball.
It
changes everybody basketball because now if we're successful in what we're trying to do is what I think it is, and I'm like, who wouldn't want their name to that?
So what are your hopes for Worthing basketball? Apart from winning championships, what do you want? What's your hope? What would be your message to the fans listening to this now?
What's my hope? Hope sound.
Okay, what is your vision for? Forget hope then. Word vision.
Yeah, we're not ready for that. I feel like my vision people aren't ready for. I feel like they need to just get step one, which is
okay. Well, let's get to step one.
Step one is the championships this year.
Okay.
Like, step one is just these championships this year. Because when I get to, like, I'm already, like, I live in 2027 right now.
Okay, I got you.
Like, so I'm already living in 2027. So
I mean, don't put age on me, bro.
So I feel like, I'm like, hold on, like I've already, like, I'm like so I'm like 10 years ahead. So, like, and it started in 2017. I'm like, okay, I need to do this, and this year's we exceeded what needed to be done. Now this year we have to do this, and then I already got that to me mapped out to 2027.
I'm not pulling the pension. You're aware of that? So like 2027.
No, listen, man.
Okay, bro.
They tell me you don't start living till you're 40. So I'm saying, so I'll finally start living by then. You know what I mean?
So, all right. So we've talked about your what you'd like to, what would you like to see this season? I mean, you would like you to win the championship this season.
Undefeated.
Do you see that as something that is going to be a no-brainer?
And we're playing in the BBL trophy, so we're playing in the Premier League tournament. Okay. We're one of 4 teams that aren't in the Premier League selected to play in the Premier League tournament.
Okay.
And one of the teams is, I think, like an Irish team or something, and then one is a Wales team, and then 2 are from our league. Okay. And so we're in that tournament, and we have to. I mean, we do have some BBL talent on our team, but it will be a tough task in order to end up winning that championship. But I would never say it's one that we couldn't achieve. But at minimum, I want to make noise in that, and I definitely don't want to go out in the first round. Okay. And I want to show up against these BBL teams. Let them know.
Are you the BBL teams? Are you aware of who you've got in the trophy yet? Or
yeah, we got Surrey first round.
And how good is Surrey?
Surrey finished 5th in the league last year, so they were a solid team. And I think they were in a tie to be 5th. So like they were they were like in a tie, either 3-way tie for 3rd, 4th, 5th.
Yeah.
So they were like the 3rd best team record wise.
Yeah.
But the way who beat who by how much changes it. Or they were in a tie for 4th in the record wise. But they were right there, like a game or 2 away from 2nd place.
Okay. Your whole overall scene of the league, and what you've got this league, would you be able to say the key players to look at for this season in your league?
Who is that?
Yeah, in your league.
I would say players.
Yeah, who will look.
Not on my team.
Not on your team, obviously.
One that really jumps out at me is Martel McLemore.
Okay.
He's a BBL player.
Yes.
And he was averaging like 20 when he was last there. It's been a few years, but I mean, he didn't lose a step. He might even be in better shape than he was then. And he got game. Like,
who does he play for?
He plays for Thames Valley.
Okay, Thames Valley.
So there's him. There's I got my man Blaine Freckleton, who's gonna be having a new experience at Hemel. So I'm excited to see. Yeah, I know a few of the guys on the Hemel team. I'm excited to see how they play.
Okay. Where did the Brighton Bears play?
Brighton Bears are in the league below us.
Oh.
So
have you ever you played them before? I take it.
No, I never have. Those teams met before,
but you was not when you were there.
Before my time there.
So what's your closest rivals then now? Working.
It would have to be either Solent.
What's Solent?
Like what's that name of that place called?
Southampton?
Southampton.
Okay.
Solent or Loughborough. Solent, Loughborough, or Hemel would have to be
your rivals.
If there was such a thing.
Okay. And what was
Solent was the only team last year that we didn't beat.
Okay, right.
So I think there's more on our end than their end. Like,
okay.
So like for us, it's like we gotta play. So we have that like burning passion to play them.
The fans, what would you hope, or what would your expectations for the fans this season?
I just feel like we got a lot of surprises in store. I think people are gonna be surprised by the atmosphere that we're creating and what we're building over there. We got some surprises. I'll just leave it at that. As far as with the production,
yes.
Which is I feel like something we try to put that before to enhance. And we actually got best match night experience award last year. So
wow.
Just moving forward, we want to keep that momentum building, and then we want to sell it out, man. We want to make it noisy. We want it to be loud. We want it to be entertaining. I feel like I think fans need to understand that a lot of it's like, to me, going to the basketball game, it's kind of like going to a club.
Yeah.
I hate when people like you ever go to a nightclub. I mean, I'm not a big nightclub guy.
Yeah.
But like when I go to a nightclub, well, people talk about going to nightclubs. It's like, oh, nightclub was so whack, it was so dead in it. The club's what you make it. You get what I'm saying? Like, if you wanted to be live, you should have jumped up and started dancing.
It's whack because you're the whack person.
Like you got 20 people saying that, but if y'all 20 people started dancing, you don't think that would change the whole environment?
Absolutely.
So I feel like when it comes to a basketball game, obviously y'all can't score the points for us.
Yeah.
But if you're making noise, if you're exciting, and if you're like and you create that atmosphere,
yeah,
then I've been to games where it's been a blowout. Team is up by 30. It's like no chance. And the atmosphere, if you would have just walked into that game, you'd have thought it was a 1-point game.
Wow.
Because the atmosphere was just so loud because the team still kept competing hard and they were still engaging the fans by their exciting plays, even though the game was out of reach. Because that's the beauty of basketball. Like, there's so much constant scoring that, like, game don't got to be close for an alley-oop dunk to still make you jump out your seat, or for a guy to block a shot just to show amazing athleticism to do it, or hit a shot from far away and just like pull up for a three. So when you see those things, so it's like, yeah, so granted, we got to do our job, and I think our fans are great at it, but when we do it, it has to show, it has to reflect otherwise and show that, a great atmosphere.
So when you training starts, have you trained already, or
2 days?
2 days time you start training.
2 days start training.
And when's your first game?
Saturday.
This
September
Saturday.
1st. Yeah. Exhibition. Not it's a preseason game.
Like a friendly.
Yeah, preseason.
Okay. So when do you actually play your first game? What's
first game? I don't know. Sometime in September.
Okay.
I gotta live my life week by week. I got so much things on my agenda. I'm
working. You're in 2027. Now you gotta live week by week.
I'm in 2020. Touche. I gotta give you that. All right. But I'm saying I gotta be in these present moments because my schedule, what I have to get done in a day, is ridiculous.
So your future self is in 2027, but your 2 day is here.
The plan is mapped out from 20 up 18, to 2027 because I started last year.
Right. Okay.
So mapped out that long, so I'm already there. Like, I already know what's going on. Like I could tell you, but I'm not. Like,
yeah.
So then, but right now, in order to get there,
you gotta walk it.
I gotta live every minute. I can't go skipping pages. So I gotta focus on this day, this week.
Okay.
Because in this week, there's like 30 places I gotta be. Like, I literally drove to London yesterday. Like 2 hours. 2 hours and change. To do something that took 30 minutes. And I had to drive 2 hours straight back. And then at a kids' party. Like what I'm saying is I'm everywhere. I'm doing everything. So, like, I'll be doing a basketball camp in Brighton. And that same day, I'll have to go to Chichester and coach some university kids. So it's like, my thing is, so I can't really be caught up in what happens next week.
It's day to day.
Yeah, so I gotta focus in the moment.
So people who are watching here that want to know a bit more about Worthing Thunder, want to follow you through the season, where do they go? Is it Twitter? Is it Facebook? What is it? They want to follow Worthing Thunder. How do they follow Worthing Thunder?
Look, we got the website.
Okay, so what's the website?
We got the
what's the website? What's the
we got the Twitter, we got the Facebook. I think we got Instagram, I'm not sure. But that's not my expertise.
Like, it's Worthing Thunder.
You know that, though.
Worthing Thunder. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Just check it out, Worthing Thunder.
Because that's what I do with everything. Like, what I do, like, and I actually shouldn't know that. It's actually sad and it's embarrassing. But what I do is I just type in. I go to the Safari on my phone. the
Who
internet.
uses Safari?
Isn't that what that is?
Who the hell uses Safari?
That's the main.
Google Chrome and.
But that's the one that they give you on the phone when you get it.
I don't know what kind of phone you got.
iPhone.
Apple. Oh, there you go.
So they give you Safari when you get it.
Okay.
So what I do is I go on there and then I just type. Well, like for example, I don't go to your website. I just type in BWTM, like right, and then press enter, and then I click on it. You see, that's the way I do things. I'm old school, man. I'm not not
you're
in the slightest.
You're a basketball man.
And then I have but I know my talents and weaknesses, so I have people that help me with
of course
things I need to get done.
No worries, just like letting people know where to find Worthing Thunder.
Yeah, so Worthing Thunder, just I think it's worthingthunder.co.uk for the website.
I hope so. You better hope so. It's definitely so. Just check it out, Worthing Thunder, and
on your internet
browser. And I'm sure that people watching will probably want to watch and find out more about Worthing Thunder. I certainly want to see Worthing Thunder play and see what this man's talking about. See all these players as well. Do you have player signing days where fans get to meet the players?
Get to meet the players.
The new players, yeah.
I'm not sure what's been released to the public yet, but we have something like that coming up.
Because I know there's something in the newspaper recently about a guy. He was on Vimeo actually. I saw him jumping over this horse.
Oh yeah. He jumps high, right?
Yeah. He jumps quite high.
He's been thinking about it. He's jumping like that. That guy 6'8".
Yeah.
6'8". Jumps out the gym. So it's gonna be exciting. But we actually have an event coming up.
Yeah.
I believe November 8th. Like I said, I'm not the most technical person. That's outside of my week's things to do.
Yeah.
I mean September 8th, I'm sorry.
Yep.
So September 8th, I believe it is. And we're gonna have an event where we have fans come along. I think we'll be auctioning off some things and we'll have a meet and greet with the players, and it'll be a really dope atmosphere. I love meeting new people. I love hanging with the I really like to say there's nothing wrong with the term fans, but I like supporters. It seems more endearing and personal.
Okay.
Like nobody calls their mom a fan, but they want their mom support.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying?
Support,
so it's I like that supporter, like that.
So support is September 8th, and where's that going to be?
Worthing Legislation.
Is that open? It's open to the public, right? Or open to fans? How's that working?
It's gonna be open. I don't know how much it holds. I don't know that, but it's gonna be good. I want people to come out.
Okay. Any final words you'd like to say to the BWTM fans, viewers, supporters?
I don't know how many viewers we got left. I know you're probably tired of seeing my face, but I appreciate you. First of all, I appreciate you for having me. I appreciate anybody that watched this, and please support Worthing Thunder. Like honestly, we have a big mission, like a tall task ahead of us. Not just with this season, but just with everything we're trying to do. And I'm really genuinely trying to change the culture of basketball in this country, which in turn will change the culture of basketball in America. Because I feel like I'm going longer than you want me to go.
No?
Oh. Because the thing is, what people don't understand is, like, I think it was a young man that asked about
the financial implications.
Right? And maybe he's a young basketball player. And the reality is this. There's no better country than England for basketball to thrive outside of America. Because basketball is the biggest country. We're one of the closest countries to it. Everywhere else in Europe is 6 hours away, minimum. We're 5. So just that time, like to New York time.
Yeah.
So with that time difference barrier, which makes it a little bit better and easier to communicate with family.
Yeah.
1 hour still makes a difference. On top of that, the language barrier is the biggest thing.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's like going to another state.
Yeah.
So you may be just a flight away from home, but at the same time, you're somewhere that's comfortable. You could like me, I can make friends, create like a family setting and have people that I can love and trust and get to know and really connect with on a deeper level.
Yeah.
Because everybody speaks the same language as me. Everybody understands me. Of course, there's still going to be cultural differences, but it's on a different scale. On top of that, it's so, and then the world got smaller with the internet, right?
Yeah.
So with the world being smaller, and the time zone, and Americans not being able to get enough basketball, what other place better to show it than here? Because if you watch a Spanish game, which is the second best league in the world, what's the game going to be in?
Spanish.
Exactly. And not every American can speak that. So that's just what I feel. I feel like and then by basketball growing in this country, it changes the pay scale to where young players are going to be able to get treated better, get paid better, get better housing, get better accommodations, get better, all around better lifestyle.
Right.
Just a more acceptable lifestyle for what you're putting in and the work we're putting in, which then as management, as fans, we can then really put more pressure on the player. Like, hold on, we paying you this much, we doing this. You need to give us your best effort. You need to get. So that's all I want. I just want to make things. I want to change, and I feel like it'll be a change that helps both basketball in both countries and really expand, really capabilities of what basketball do. People don't realize this. Basketball in America, right? You play in the NCAA, right? You can't get paid or whatever. They're trying to change little rules, and they're going to give you minimal rules. Like, if I have a business model where I don't have to pay none of my staff, I'm not right away. They're just going to switch it to where I'm going to pay all of them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Get them rich. But they're trying to adjust some of the rules to still not make it fair. But guess what? What happens when, because here, you can play pro while going to university. You can go to university, play pro, so you can be on scholarship in school. Or have the team pay for your university as part of your payment. Be a full-time student, make $5,000, and in pounds, which then would translate to about $8 a month, and build your pro career, especially if you're not especially if you don't project yourself as an NBA player.
Yeah,
it's better to get your pro career rolling. The sooner the better.
Yeah,
and you're not sacrificing your education for it. You're getting it with it.
Yeah.
And maybe so those are the kind of things that I feel like when we change the dynamic and these are the kind of opportunities we're creating. And I can't see anyone not loving that if they're a basketball player or if they have family that play basketball or care about people getting treated fair.
Yeah. So
that's what I'm fighting for right now. I guess it's a hope.
Well, we're looking forward to hearing more from you, Zaire.
Forward to it,
brother. Thank you so much.
Thanks
Zaire Taylor from Worthing Thunder, and we just look forward. We're so glad to have this exclusive with him. You're from Worthing, and so you've seen this man play. Let us know in the comment section how this man has affected Worthing Thunder and what you're expecting this season as a fan or as a player. And that's it from us at BWTM. Thank you for watching, as always. We appreciate you. Take care.